Hello everyone, let's start our geography chapter number 7, human environment, settlement, transport and communication. Today our topic is railways, waterways and airways. Let's talk about railways. Yes, today railway are the most important mode of transport that carry heavy uh, loads, heavy raw material, finished product for the long distance beside the carrying a large number of people every day. The invention of steam engine and the industrial revolution helped speed the development of which the development of the rail transport. The transport which run on rail that is known as rail transport. The diesel electric engine have largely replaced the steam engine right now. Now today you know the super fast train have been introduced to make the journey more fast like bullet train and the other train which run in our country. And today the many rail also are the part of our daily life like metro. The railway network well developed in a plain area and advanced technologies still have enabled the line on the railway line in the difficult mountain range arid region. Indian network railway network is well developed. It is the largest in Asia. Now the growth of railway depends on many factors. Topography, yes. The topography means the form of land, the area, the topography of the area chosen by the line railway. Next, the population density indicated by the number of commuters every day. Third, the availability of the resources to undertake the railway project. And the fourth, the level of technology and the economic development. So all the economic development, the availability of the resources and the population density, and the last one, the topography of an area. On with these factors, the growth of railway depends. The train from Zing the Lhasa run at an altitude 4,000 meter above the sea level and the highest point of 5,072 meter. As you can see, the longest railway system which connected the St. Petersburg in the western Russia to the Vladivostok on the Pacific coast. You can see this dots. This is the longest railway system. It is known as it is in Trans-Siberian railway system. It is in. Now next is a waterway. Yes, you have already learned the things every day. Waterway are used for the transportation, and early human also use the waterway for transportation. That is why they settled near the river Rhine area. The water are the cheapest for the carrying goods and the people and the bulky goods over the long distance. They are the mainly two type of waterways: inland and sea routes. Now, what is the inland? Inland include the navigable rivers, lakes, okay, and artificial canals. Some the world well-known inland waterway include the Great Lakes, Mississippi River, Ganga Brahmaputra, or the Lower Nile, or in China River. So these are inland. Now let's talk about sea route. So navigable rivers and lake are used in inland waterway, and some important inland like Ganga Brahmaputra River, Great Lake in North America, and Nile in Africa. In sea route, or we can say the oceanic routes, are mostly used for transporting merchandise. Merchandise means items and goods from one country to another. These routes are connected with the ports. Some of the important ports of the world, like Singapore and Mumbai in Asia, the busiest port known as the Atlantic known as the busiest port the world. Okay, New York, Los Angeles in the North America, Rio de Janeiro in South America, Durban and Cape Town in Africa, Sydney in Australia. So these are the important ports by which the ship loaded and unloaded. Now, can you name the some other port of the world? Yes, Swastik.
Vishakhapatnam Port and Kochi Port.
Yes, busiest port. Yes. Now the next one, beside this, the Panama Lake, which connect the Pacific with the Atlantic Ocean. The Panama Lake, which connect the Pacific to Atlantic Ocean, is also a busiest route in the as it does shorten the distance between European country and far eastern country such as China and Japan. And very popular, which canal? Suez Canal also reduce the distance. Those came from the European country to reach the Asian countries. So the Suez Canal also reduce the distance. Now let's have a look the next air transport mode of transport, that is airways. Yes, this is the fastest way of transport developed in early 20th century. It is also the most expensive due to the high cost of fuel, the which fuel used in that transport. Still, it is very useful and very popular. Except this, the air traffic is adversely affected by the bad weather like fog and storm. It is only the mode of transport to reach the most remote and distant area, especially where there is no possible to there no road and railway or the waterway easily reach over there. Like the helicopter, extremely used in most inaccessible area where we cannot reach easily. Okay, the Amazon forest and other the Himalaya mountains. If we want to rescue any people, so helicopter that time it worked very smartly. In time of natural calamities and for rescuing the people and distributing food, water in flooding time, in landslide time. So through this helicopter, which is the mode of airways, so which use smartly in that extreme situation, by which we can rescue many people. Okay, it also useful in distributing food, water, clothes, and medicine in flood time and other natural calamity time. Some of the important airports like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Madras, Paris, Frankfurt, and Cairo. Okay, so these are the railway, and there are the two kind of the air travel divided into two sectors: international and domestic. Domestic, the comprising flight connecting the place within a country, and the internal is the comprising a flight connecting different countries of the world. That is international air. Fine. Now next one is communication. Can any one of you can tell me what do you understand by the mean of communication? Yes, Vivek. What do you understand the mean of communication?
Ma'am, cell phone, ma'am, talking, ma'am, post, ma'am,
Ma'am,
letters, ma'am, TV shows, ma'am, and other, ma'am, electronical, ma'am, signals that we catch in our devices.
thank you, Vivek. Yes, Swastik.
Ma'am, communication is a mode of conveying messages to one another.
Yes. So communication mean to ability to talk, write, to interact with others, isn't it? Yes. Through the communication, we receive and send our information to other, and we receive the information from others. Isn't it? After the invention of telegraph machine for the sending message in, where it was invented in 1837, the postal system developed rapidly. The invention of telephone revolutionized the communication system. The today mobile phone, emails using internet are extremely used for fast communication. Through these communication, still we people are able in this pandemic time to teach you through internet. We use our computers, our laptop to communicate with you, to teach you, right? And all these things, who made this thing happen? Satellite system, net system. So the today development make everything is possible. Okay. The use of communication, the satellite had made the possible to have clear information about the weather and natural calamity as a cyclone and tsunami and heavy rainfall, only because of the satellite technology. Now the next one, what do you understand by mean of mass media? Mass media means like radio, television, or magazine. These are the mean of communication that we can be used to send information with a large number of people at the same time. Now here I am single, but I give information to you, and you are 40 or 43 in numbers. So this is the meaning of mass media, and same time record my video. So this is the mean of mass media. When same time I give information a large number of people. So the newspaper, radio, television, magazine is the mean of mass media. News channel give the million of viewers around the globe information on major event take place everywhere on earth. Now the question is how the satellite help us. Yes, I told you the satellite have made communication faster. Yes, it is right. And satellite also had made possible to us to for clear information like the weather forecast, heavy rainfall, or tsunami, or cyclone, etc. That by this we can rescue the people, we can minimize the destruction or dangers. Yes, but the satellites also helped in oil exploration, survey of forest, underground water, mineral health, disaster warning. Now we can send electronic mails or email through the internet, wireless telephonic communication through cellular phone, mobile, which we can use everywhere. So okay, wireless phone through cellular phone have become very popular today. Internet not only provided the worldwide information and interaction, but also made our life comfortable. Now at our home we can get information from every part of the world through Google and other source. So now we can reserve ticket for railway, airways, even cinema, hotel, sitting at home. And still, in this pandemic time, at home you are taking, you are learning. Am I right? You are giving your exam. You consult with doctors. You fill your form for any competition. You are participating many competition. So you can't we have not don't have words to count the the useful of in the satellite for us, the internet system for our life. Our life, we can't imagine our life without this right now. Am I right? Many people learn many things from this. So the internet connectivity of people, service institution across the world, and we are the large global society. We can, by internet, we connect with each part of the world. Okay, I hope it is understood by all.